Hello students, in this video we are going to cover a topic from class 12th Informatics Practices. The topic is DataFrame Operations, and under that we will do aggregation and group by in this video. Let us start. This is your topic 12th IP syllabus of this year. Now we are doing Unit 1 Data Handling using PANDAS and Data Visualization. Under that topic we have DataFrame Operations. The topic of this video is Aggregation and GROUPBY. So let us start. In Python Pandas we can group some categories, like if we want to create a group of similar entities, then we use GROUPBY function. Okay, so we can create a grouping of categories and apply a function to the categories. Then we can apply on that group. Okay, next is GROUPBY concept is really important because its ability to aggregate data efficiently. And then we can use various functions that can be performed on them. Any GROUPBY operation involves one of the following operations. GROUPBY operation, what does it do? It simply splits the object. Object can be any data frame. It will split the object, then apply a function on that, and then combine the result. Let us take an example. Suppose this is our data. It comprises of two columns, key values and data and their data values. Now A appears in two rows. Okay, so we will split it according to key value. So A has two data, then B, then C. Now we are splitting it and then we are applying function on it. Function can be any of the previous functions like sum, mean, median, standard deviation, variance, etc. So we are applying it a function sum, so it will add the data. 4 plus 1 5. Similarly for B it is 7, then for C it is 9. Now we are to combine this aggregated data. So GROUPBY function performs this operation, and in many situations we split the data into sets and we apply some functionality on each subset. What all operations we can perform are: first is aggregation. It is the process in which we compare summary statistics about each group. For example, compute group sums or group means, medians, etc. Next is transformation. It is a process in which we perform some group specific computations and return a like indexed. For example, filling NAs within groups with a value derived from each group. Similarly, we can perform filtration. It is a process in which we discard some groups according to a group-wise computation that evaluates true or false. Like filtering out data based on the group sum or mean. But in this video, we will cover only aggregation. What is aggregation? Aggregation means it is the process in which we compute a summary statistic of each group. Suppose we are taking a group and then we want to apply function or its summary to a defined group. So aggregated function always return a single aggregated value for each group. Okay, and then after splitting our data into groups using GROUPBY function, several aggregation operations can be performed on the group data. Now this let's take an example of it. Suppose we have a dictionary named IPL data. Its object is IPL data. Now we have team, name of teams, then its rank, year and points. So we have 4 column headers and we have these values assigned to it. Then we are creating a data frame out of this dictionary, and df is the data frame object. Now we are printing it. So this example we will use in this video. Now suppose we want to split data into groups. How we can split data into groups? We have multiple ways to split an object, like object name is here data frame name dot group by. Group by is the function that is used to group or uh, apply grouping. Okay. So object dot group by, and in bracket we will write key. Key value can be any column name. Okay. So let us, it can be multiple also. So we will explain it in next example. Now this is same data frame that we have used. Now what we will write, df dot group by team. Now we are grouping it by column header team. Means for kings it is other group, riders it is other group. Riders we have two or three, four riders, and two devils, and kings, four kings. So this is the example. This function creates group internally and it does not display the group data by default. Let us take an example of it and run it in a Jupyter notebook. This is the example that we are going to run. So this will create a data frame object of it. Now we are applying this function group by with the name team, and we are printing it. So what it will not show it exclusively. It creates a group inclusively. Okay. So this is the output that will be we will have the address of that group. If you want to see or view a group, what we will write, df.groupbyteam.groups. And this function we will write to show the groups. Now what it shows, devils are at index 2 and 3. Okay, kings are at index 4, 5, 6 and 7. Index starts from 0. Okay, riders are at 0, 1, 8 and 11 index, and royals are at 9 and 10 index. So it will display groups. Okay. So to view groups, what we will use, we will write df.groupbyteam and then dot groups. It will show the groups, list of groups created. Now next function what we have in this aggregation is get group. Suppose we want to see a particular value and get its group and want to display its group. So what we will write, same example we have. Now we will write df.groupby team. Team is the grouping column, and then dot get group kings. Means we want to see kings lies in which group. Okay, so it will list the group created for the past value. Okay, so let us implement it in it. Here, this one. This is its output. Next is group, get group. So get group, this is the example: IPL, team, rank, year and points. Now we want its IPL data. GDF dot group by team dot get group, and in it we will write Kings. So it will display Kings and its related data. Okay, this is one more function that we can perform using group by. Next is size. What it returns is list of size of the groups created. Okay, let us see what is its example. This is the example: df.groupby team and dot size. So what it will return? It will return Devils has 2 rows, Kings has 4 rows, Riders has 4 rows, and Royals has 2 rows. So it will be its output. This is the size of the groups created. Now next is count function. Count function can also be aggregated, like we want to count how many entries are there. So for that, let's take an example. This one, df.groupby. We are grouping using column team and dot count. So rank we have 2. Devils के लिए we have 2, Kings 4, Riders 4 and Royals 2. It is displaying how many rows it has. Okay. Now next, it will not add any n values. This is clear to all. It will not consider any n values. After that, we have grouping on multiple columns. If we want to group on multiple columns, up to now we are using only single column. Now we want to create group on multiple columns. So we need to pass a list of multiple columns to group by function separated by commas. So we will write df.groupby team is the first function, first column, and second is rank. This is the example. Let us see what it will display. Similarly, you can perform dot max function. All the aggregate function you can use. Dot max, min. Okay. So these all you can perform. Next is we are using this. We are grouping on multiple columns. So Devils, we have rank 2 and 3. For 2 there is 1 record, and for 3 rank it is 1 record. For Kings we have 1 rank, 1 rank key we have 2 entries, and 3 and 4 has 1 each. Then for Riders we have 1 and 2 rank. 1 rank records are 1 and 2 rank records are 3. Similarly, Royals means we are aggregating it mainly for team and then for rank. Okay, so it is grouping on multiple columns. Next is aggregation via group by. Suppose we want to view summary statistics of each group in your data set. It can be performed using AGG function or aggregate function on group by object created by group by method. For example, if we are creating a data frame using group by, then we can apply aggregate function on that, and then we will write np.sum for adding it, for creating a sum of all the individual elements. So simply these two statements can also be written in single statement like df.groupByTeam dot aggregate function, and in value we can pass any statistical function in that, sum, mean, median, mode, and all these. Okay, let's implement it now. Size and count we have done. This we can write aggregate or we can write AGG. So it is np dot mean, np dot sum, np dot median. Similarly, we can perform any function. Single function also we can do. We can perform statistical functions all in one. So we will pass it in a list. Okay, so it will show mean of rank, sum of ranks, median of ranks, maximum, minimum, standard deviation, variance. Similarly for years we are having, similarly for points we are having. This is the output of this. After that we can perform all these aggregate function. Similarly, now we apply a multiple functions by passing a list of functions. Now we are passing it a list of function in aggregate method. Output we have already seen. Also we can apply multiple functions at once by passing a list of dictionary of functions to do aggregation with outputting a data frame. Means see, if you want to apply different aggregation to different columns of a data frame, we can pass a dictionary to aggregate function like df.groupByName now group is equal dot aggregate. We are passing a dictionary age. For age column we are doing sum, and for score column we are performing standard deviation. So let us see its output. This is the output. Okay, for rank we are performing sum, and for points we are performing means. I hope you understood all this topic. Thanks for watching.